Hi friends, well my team and I are sure excited to be kicking off week 8 in this Leukemia Lymphoma Society Woman of the Year campaign. It is crazy to think that means we just have 3 weeks left in this journey and we are very quickly approaching the red zone of this campaign. So if you know me, you know that I am a huge Brené Brown fan. If you don't know who she is, you should get to know her because she's amazing. She is, in my opinion, the most remarkable researcher, storyteller ever on so many different topics. But that's another conversation for another time. One of my most valuable learnings from Brené Brown has been her work on vulnerability. The challenges around it, but the importance and rewards around vulnerability. Brené talks about the fact that vulnerability is one of each of our greatest fears. And let me be vulnerable with you and say that I am certainly no exception. She also discusses that when you avoid vulnerability, you also miss out on the deepest sense of joy. With that in mind, I want you all to know that my heartbeat has been, is, and will continue to be that when we all cross the finish line together on Friday, July 17th for this Leukemia Lymphoma Society Woman of the Year campaign, that we get to experience the deepest and greatest and most amazing sense of joy because of what we've accomplished in this fierce fight against blood cancer. So in order for that to be possible, I want to be vulnerable with you all and tell you that this has been really hard. And you know, we think about the economic downturn, the just general unrest in our world for many different reasons, the pandemic, and then I myself experienced another curveball in the last couple weeks. I got sick 11 days ago and have spent the better part of those days in bed and not doing the work that I want to and know is needed to fiercely fight blood cancer and win this campaign. And you know, I thought about it and it was kind of this initial moment of a little bit of self-pity. And then very quickly, I was reminded that anything that's worth it is hard. And also, welcome to the club of life. And welcome to cancer. Because this is just a fraction of how cancer patients feel, the ones that we're fighting for. We're fiercely fighting blood cancer for those who are fighting blood cancer. And so I just pondered the fact that the way we all feel about 2020 and the way that I felt 11 days ago when I got sick is what cancer patients feel like every day of their battle. And so if they can fight like that, I sure as heck can. And I'm not going to give up on this campaign. And I'm not going to break my commitment to my team, to my friends, my family, my community, and these cancer patients to fiercely fight blood cancer to the very last whistle. And so that's what we're going to do. So I share that with you to tell you that mindset is everything, and I have learned that more clearly and strongly this year than ever before. When trials come your way, when curveballs are thrown at you, you have to stay mentally tough. The 3 most critical ways that I've been able to do that through the course of this campaign, but specifically in the last almost 2 weeks, have been first and foremost to cling to my faith in God. He is truly the one that has given me the grace and strength to continue with each day and be persistent in fiercely fighting blood cancer. Secondly, staying true to my why. I have had countless people reach out to me and share their story of how they've been touched by the battle of blood cancer, and I have reread the Faces of the Fight series that my team and I have put together featuring these warriors who either have fought or are fighting the ugly battle of blood cancer. Y'all, they are my why. The harder we fight in this campaign and the more money we raise, the less people are going to have to fight the ugly battle of blood cancer. And finally, my teammates. my friends, my community. I am blessed with the most amazing support system and encouragement. And let me tell you, God did not design us to do this life as a Lone Ranger. He designed us to have amazing teammates to link arms with, to keep us true to our why, to point us to Him, and to spur us on to stay true to ourselves, our values, our commitments, and our goals, come hell or high water, no matter what. And if you do all those three things, depend on God, stay true to your why, and link arms with your teammates, it's not hard to stay optimistic and continue to be relentless about your mission. And I'm so grateful and blessed, though the trials have come, because they've come. But God has been so good to provide, and I know that He's going to continue to do so through the finish. And so it's with a great sense of humility and urgency that I ask for your help now. Let me just tell you, I need each of you more than ever. So will you make a relatively small sacrifice to create huge impact in the fierce fight against blood cancer? $25, $50, $100, whatever you have the capacity and the heart to give, I ask that you give it, and you give it now. Lauren for LLS.org. And let me just remind each of you that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a one-time ask. I will never be asking you for money. I will never have the opportunity to fiercely fight blood cancer through running for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society Woman of the Year ever again. So one of my favorite mottos in life is go big or go home, baby. And so I am asking all of you, no regrets, leave it all out on the field with me. Will you give? Will you be a part of what's going on with Lauren for LLS? Because it's super special, and you don't want to miss out on the joy that we're all going to experience together when we cross the finish line come July 17th. So give today. Lauren for LLS.org. Thanks so much for your partnership. A few quick and exciting campaign updates. One, this is our last week of our 30 for 30 for LLS Fitness Challenge. So thanks to each of you who have so faithfully participated and sweated it out with us for the last almost 30 days to fight blood cancer. Two, Alchemia Style, my very favorite boutique in town, is continuing to so generously give to LLS through my campaign by running the Fabulous Fashion Fridays, giving $5 per post. And then also through generously giving 15% of every single purchase that uses my code Lauren for LLS back to LLS. Last but not least, I want each of you to please save the date for Friday night, July 17th, for the grand finale celebration of the finish line of the Leukemia Lymphoma Society Man Woman of the Year campaigns. It's going to be a super special night. It'll be virtual, so it'll be safe. And we are going to have an amazing auction where, listen up, any auction items that are donated on my behalf, the proceeds that come from each of those auction items then get treed up under my grand total. So if you have an amazing experience or item to donate, please contact me. And if you are interested in being a part of the bidding of these incredible items and experiences and contributing that way to my grand total number, please join us on Friday night, July 17th. See you there.